Throughout my 20 years of going through this thing that we call life, there's one thing that I've learned for sure. And it's don't broadcast your pain. What I mean by broadcasting is putting it on your stories, like let's say your Instagram, Snapchat, or like WhatsApp status. And when they're complaining on their statuses, on their stories, or just be going in detail about everything that's happening in their life, all the problems that they are facing at that moment. And due to social media, we naturally share more of our lives. Because like it's seen as the normal thing to do now, to share everything that's going on in your life. And since we more readily share our lives, we're naturally gonna share like more of the negative things. And you know, right now there's this like massive mental health movement. And I'm not even criticizing that, it's a good thing. And people will probably call this advice toxic. Will probably say that it's toxic to say that you shouldn't broadcast your pain on social media. Because one of the problems with social media is that everyone only shows their good sides, their good days, so people are led to believe that everyone lives their life like that. However, even though people should like show how their life really is, I don't think it's a good thing to broadcast your pain on social media because you gain absolutely nothing from it. I really don't see the benefit of ranting on your social media, of sharing your pain on your social media, because some people use the excuse that I'm doing this so that I can get it off my chest so that I can rant. But I promise you, you will achieve the same result if you rant and you complain about what's going on in your life to your 3 closest friends. Whatever you need to get off your chest, you'll be able to get off your chest. And the reason why I'm so confident about this is because I was known as the SNH King. So it's essentially like sad boy hours. So like when I was 16, 17, whenever I was sad, I'd post on my status a Mac Miller song. Because most of Mac Miller's, okay not most, but like half of his songs are quite sad. And I'll just post them on my status and people would immediately know that Takura is struggling with something. I wouldn't really go, like I've never been one to go in depth about what I'm going through on social media and I never will. But I would really just, whenever I'd be feeling sad, whenever I'd be listening to sad music, I'll just post a screenshot of my story. I gained nothing from telling the whole world that I was listening to a sad song. When I actually gained something was when I went to my friends, when I went to my closest friends and I told them what I was going through. And I just talked through the problems and came up with solutions. Another thing that I've realized is that as much as it's good to talk about the things that are going on in your life, right? You need to talk about it, you need to get things off of your chest. As men, we want solutions. So we should always do things with solutions in mind. And I'm not saying when you're talking about things, just look for the solutions. Go to your friends, you talk about it, you say how you're feeling, and then you get solutions. Because when you broadcast your pain on social media, you're just talking about it. And you're talking about it to an audience where like 99% of the people don't care about you. And on top of them not caring about you and what you're going through, they will clown you in their group chats. They will take a screenshot of your story and put it in their group chats and be like, get what Takura is saying one line. Like, it doesn't make sense. And it's not a good image to have, to be that person that's always complaining online, the person who's always broadcasting their pain. See, the greatest example of someone who did not broadcast their pain online was Chadwick Boseman. We all know him. He starred in Black Panther, he starred in 42. The movie with Jackie Robinson. For a few years, I think it was 4 years, he was battling with colon cancer. And while he was battling with this cancer, he was filming videos. Well, not videos, he was filming movies, he was filming Black Panther. He was doing all of that while battling with cancer. And not once did he complain, not once did he try to broadcast his pain. Because I think he knew that he would gain nothing from broadcasting his pain. And what he had to do was carry on, do the best he could in private. And I'm sure he talked to his family members, I'm sure he talked to his closest friends about what he was going through. But he didn't make the mistake of broadcasting his pain on social media because he knew that it would achieve nothing. As humans, we never do things without a reason. There is always a reason behind our actions. And most of the time we don't know the reason. But if you dig deep enough, if you spend time thinking about it, you'll realize that there is a reason why you're doing some of your actions. What I've found with myself and with the other people who I've talked to about this concept is that when you want to share things on social media, when you want to broadcast your pain, you are looking for pity. You want people to feel sorry for you. You want people to come and acknowledge the pain that you're going through and to say that, you know what, it's okay, it's going to be okay. But the funny thing is, the audience that you're broadcasting your pain to, they don't care about you. Or some may, maybe 5%, maybe 3%. If you're lucky, you have a small following, maybe 10% care. But the rest of them won't. And in fact, a good deal of the people you're broadcasting your pain to will be laughing about your pain. If you're ever going to broadcast your pain, it should be to people who care about you. Should be to your family, should be to your friends, your closest friends. Not just acquaintances, your closest friends. The people you trust with your life. Understand that I'm not telling you to not be vulnerable. I'm actually advocating for you to be vulnerable with your friends and to tell them what's going on. But on social media, on your social media page where you have a following of 900 people and you actually only talk to about 50 of them, do not broadcast your pain because you're just making yourself look weak. There's a difference between being vulnerable and just making yourself look weak.